In the summer of 1950, four physicists walked to lunch at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. Their names were Emil Konopinski, Edward Teller, Herbert York, and Enrico Fermi. The conversation drifted, as lunch conversations do, to flying saucers, a minor craze at the time, then to the possibility of faster-than-light travel, then to the odds of intelligent life in the universe. Fermi was quiet for a moment. Then he asked a question that has echoed through 75 years of science, philosophy, and silence. Where is everybody? He was not asking about flying saucers. He was asking about something much larger. The numbers, Fermi knew, made a powerful case. There are roughly 100 billion stars in our galaxy. Many of them are older than our sun. Many of them have planets. If even a tiny fraction of those planets developed intelligent life, and if even a tiny fraction of those civilizations developed interstellar travel, the galaxy should be full of them. A civilization with modest spaceflight capability, expanding at a fraction of the speed of light, could colonize the entire galaxy in a few million years. That is a long time by human standards. It is a blink in cosmic time. The galaxy is 10 billion years old. If someone was out there, they have had time. More than enough time. So where are they? This is the Fermi Paradox. And the answer, whatever it is, may be the most important thing we ever learn about ourselves. There are many ways to resolve the paradox. Maybe interstellar travel is simply impossible. The distances are too vast, the energy requirements too enormous, the physics too unforgiving. Maybe intelligent life is vanishingly rare. We are the first, or the only, or the luckiest. Maybe advanced civilizations do not want to be found. They are out there, but they are hiding, or observing, or living in simulated worlds so compelling that the physical universe offers them nothing worth leaving for. None of these are comforting. But there is another possibility, one that is, in some ways, more disturbing than all the others combined. It is called the Great Filter. The idea, formalized by the economist and philosopher Robin Hanson in 1996, is this. Somewhere between the origin of life and the colonization of the galaxy, there is a barrier, a step that is so improbable, so difficult, so lethal, that almost no civilization passes through it. This barrier, this filter, explains the silence. The universe is not empty because life is rare. It is empty because survival is hard. The crucial question is not whether the Great Filter exists. The crucial question is, where is it? Is it behind us or ahead of us? If the filter is behind us, we have already survived it. Perhaps the filter is abiogenesis, the origin of life from non-living matter. We do not know how life began on Earth. We have never replicated it in a laboratory. If abiogenesis is the filter, then life is so rare that we may be alone in the galaxy, perhaps in the observable universe, lonely but safe. Perhaps the filter is the emergence of complex cells. For 2 billion years, life on Earth was single-celled and simple. Then, in a single event that may have occurred exactly once, two simple cells merged into a complex one, the eukaryotic cell, the ancestor of every plant, animal, and fungus you have ever seen. If that merger event is the filter, we beat odds that are difficult to even calculate. Perhaps the filter is intelligence itself. Dinosaurs ruled the Earth for 165 million years. They never built a radio telescope. They never asked where everybody was. Intelligence of the kind that builds civilizations may be an evolutionary fluke, not an inevitability. If the filter is any of these, if it is behind us, then the silence of the stars is a promise. We made it. We are the rare ones. We are the ones who got through. But what if the filter is ahead of us? Consider what we face in the next century. Climate change that could destabilize global agriculture, nuclear weapons that could end civilization in an afternoon, engineered pandemics that make COVID look like a rehearsal, artificial intelligence that may be smarter than us before we have figured out how to align its goals with our survival, resource depletion, ecosystem collapse, asteroids, supervolcanoes, things we have not yet imagined. Any one of these could be a filter, and they tend to arrive together, not as separate threats, but as cascading failures. A climate crisis triggers resource wars. Resource wars trigger nuclear escalation. Nuclear escalation triggers the collapse of the global systems that keep 8 billion people alive. You do not need a single catastrophe to end a civilization. You just need enough pressure at enough points, simultaneously, that the civilization cannot respond to any of them. If the great filter is ahead of us, if the barrier that explains the silence of the universe has not yet been crossed, then we are not the fortunate survivors. We are the next in a long line of civilizations that got this far and no further. The silence is not a promise. The silence is a sentence. This is the vertigo at the center of the Fermi Paradox. Every answer is terrifying. If we are alone, the universe is a vast and empty place, and our existence is an accident of incomprehensible rarity, precious beyond measure, but unspeakably lonely. If we are not alone, and the filter is ahead, then the silence means that intelligence does not survive, that the natural endpoint of technological civilization is extinction, that somewhere out there, 1,000 civilizations have found the answer, and none of them live to tell anyone. There is one more possibility. Perhaps we are the first. Perhaps the filter is behind us. Abiogenesis, complex cells, intelligence. And we are the first civilization in the galaxy, or at least the first to reach this stage. Someone has to be first. Why not us? It is a hopeful thought. It is also a heavy one. If we are the first, then there is no one to learn from, no one to warn us. No recovered records from a civilization that faced the filter and lost, leaving behind a message for those who came after. Here is what we did wrong. Do not do what we did. We are on our own, and the universe is watching, not with eyes, but with silence. So where does this leave us? The great filter is not a prediction. It is a frame, a way of looking at the night sky and understanding that the silence carries information. Every silent star is a data point. Every empty frequency is evidence. The question is evidence of what? If the filter is behind us, we have an obligation to survive, to spread, to become the civilization that breaks the silence. To answer Fermi's question, not with words, but with presence. We are here. We made it. If the filter is ahead of us, we have a warning that the path we are on leads to the same silence that has swallowed every civilization before us, and that the time to change course is now, while we still can. We do not know which it is. We may never know, but the asking, the looking up at the stars and wondering why they are silent, is already the most human thing we can do. It is what Fermi did at lunch in 1950. It is what we are doing right now. The silence is either a promise or a sentence, and we are the ones who will decide which. Thank you for watching. If you appreciate this kind of content, please leave a comment below. See you in the next one.